Welcome back to another show of Beyond the Game. If it's your first time tuning in, it's your boy Q Walker on the mic. We got a special guest in the build. He wanted to hop onto the show. I'm gonna get to him in a second. You already know who it is on my right here is Pick'em Petey, old Goat Petey. Gonna say what's up to everybody, Goat.
Good day.
Good day, mate. And then you already know who it is. We got Keezy in the build. Go introduce yourself, Keezy. You ain't got no word. You gonna let your caption speak for you?
Oh, okay.
Okay. For those who are listening, via streaming, he has "I'm serving up L's today" as his caption. We're gonna talk about that. And then we got the world famous, the hood loves me, baby, hot dog. Go on, introduce yourself, man.
Welcome to the A Show. Tuesday.
The A Show.
We are live. This ain't the crap they serving up on Monday. This is hot fire right here.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, hot dog, real quick before I introduce our special guest. Is that I was looking, the Monday show did numbers, man. The Monday show did numbers.
For once. They do it, and we beat them every week, so there you go.
And then I'm gonna let him introduce himself, let the people know a little bit about your background, where you hooped at, so they don't think you just some random dude who hopped on here. Go and let the people know about yourself a little bit, man.
He's a humble guy.
What's up, man? My name's Charles Ashford. I hooped at Bryan Station in high school, and
everybody from Bryan Station.
College played at Coastal Carolina for a few years. Yeah, man, it's a station nation over here, man. But
and on this show, everybody on the show is from Bryan Station.
Peace of my mind. Okay, yeah, well, that's what's up then. I'm in the right place then.
Yeah,
I'm in the right place.
So you came on here to give me a piece of your mind. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, for the people tuning in, he's humble. Yeah, he's a humble cat, but he done set records, in college basketball and whatnot. If you want to look him up, you can do that. But my dude gets buckets. But he wanted to come on here today because we went back and forth the other day about LeBron Raymond James, all right? And as everybody knows, the NBA season is about to restart.
Man, he's a fan.
And the LeBron James Invitational kicks off next Friday. All the other teams are welcome to participate, but everybody's playing for second place. But me and him had a little back and forth yesterday on Instagram over this picture right here. I'm going to pop up. LeBron was basically responding to a person on Twitter that said the East is easy. He wouldn't do that in the West. And LeBron responded with, "Bro, I heard that for the past 15 years. Now, Mr. Charles, a.k.a. Blade Brown, you said that this season was going to be a fluke. Why is that?"
I can't name a season that somebody got 3 months off in between the regular season and the playoffs. Maybe you can. I haven't seen it, and I don't think Jordan did it. Kobe didn't do it. Some of the greats I just named, and so I'm curious to see what happens. But I also know it's kind of an advantage getting 3 months off at 35 years old. People like you gonna think it's the even playing field. But that doesn't happen normally during the season. But you tell me what you think about it.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you right here. I mean, you got people on here. Smith Mello, he said my guy Percy. So you got fans. So don't worry, I'm already sent you with them real quick. You said that there's never been a 3 month off layoff, but at the same time, like I told you the other day, it's the equivalent to a lockout season.
Then don't you dare say the lockout.
No, it's not.
It's equivalent to the lockout season.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is Keezy in person. Yes, it is.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
You are a LeBron fan, and you know how to make your point come across in any
You're
way.
right. You are absolutely right.
You know good well a lockout season starts. Once that season starts, there's no breaks in between. Yeah, it may be a shorter season, but everybody got time, the same amount of time to get their chemistry and everything together. Once the season starts, they playing. There's no breaks in between. There's no loss of momentum and 3 months over here.
You don't get time to recover from injuries.
No haircuts
you
for 3 months.
To add new teammates in.
Yeah. Once it's different. And that's why I didn't argue with you on IG, because I ain't got time to be doing my fingers all day. I got that. But when I come on this show today, I got time today, Q. I got time. And you know it's different. It's different.
So to rebuttal against you and Keezy, it is not different. I mean, the lockout season is the same thing. Y'all talking about chemistry and momentum. So in the 1999 season with the Spurs and the lockout shortened season, they only had 50 games.
Yeah, the Spurs won it. Mm-hmm.
They won it, but they had to get their chemistry and momentum together in 50 games. You think that's easy to do for a team? That's hard to do. Not to mention all the free agents and the trades and acquisitions they had to do before the season. They had to integrate them in as well. So that's even harder to do in a shorter amount of time and win a title at the same time. Keezy, I'm gonna get to you in a second. I'm gonna get to you in a second, Keezy. And I brought it to you the other day as well. The Miami Heat, the 2012 Miami Heat, they won a championship in the lockout shortened season. A lot of people don't know that. They started the season in December. They only played 66 games.
2012.
Yeah, that was when they beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. That was a lockout shortened season. Because remember, they went to they went to the finals in 11, lost to Dallas, and then won it in 12. But no, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. So, but anyways. They had to get together.
You talking about that meltdown that LeBron did the year prior?
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, you're right.
Talk about that.
Hey man, like I told y'all, LeBron was trying to figure out how to win. So he deferred to Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade was a champion. And then after that, LeBron said, "Look, guys, this ain't it. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna do my thing." And that's what he did, and we started winning championships.
So he deferred to D Wade. That's what he did.
The first playoff series against the Dallas Mavericks when we got beat, yes, he did.
He didn't defer. He didn't have a choice. He just kept crumbling down the stretch. He crumbled every time.
LeBron only averaged 15 points a game that whole series. He wasn't taking a lot of shots. He was deferring to Dwayne Wade. And then the next year when playoff Bronny came, he started averaging 26, 27 points a game. And then guess what happened? We started cutting the nets down.
Hey, hold on. You know what's crazy, Pete? They said LeBron James melted down in 2011, right?
Uh-huh.
You said he averaged 15 points per game, right?
He sure did.
Right.
So I don't know if everybody knows this on this panel, but do y'all know in the Lakers' first championship season, Kobe Bryant only averaged 15 points in the finals? So did he melt down?
Because Shaq averaged 40.
So that means Kobe can't score.
No, Kobe was deferring to Shaq.
Okay. So
that's what I got from it.
So let me get this right, Pete. So let me get this right. Kobe can defer, it's okay, but LeBron defers, he melts down.
I'm trying to tell you.
But did they win it?
If LeBron was deferring to somebody who wasn't getting the job done, so he should have went to work. Kobe was deferring to Shaq because Shaq was going crazy.
No, Dwayne Wade was getting the job done. Dwayne Wade was almost averaging 30.
Nightmare as well.
Apparently he didn't. They didn't win the championship.
No, Dwayne Wade was getting it done. All Dwayne Wade needed to do was LeBron James to do a little bit more. And like I said, Shaq was averaging 40. Shaq was averaging 40. If Dwayne Wade was averaging 40, LeBron James averaging 15, you're going to win a championship.
But he got another one.
But if you got a guy who's averaging 25 and the next best guy is 15, you're not going to win it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And also, they brought up the 2011 Mavericks.
That's our point.
What? That Kobe melted down too as well?
Kobe wasn't even a factor in that first championship.
Yeah.
Kobe was a role player. That's why I told you he's the best Robin ever.
He's the best actor ever.
Here we go. Every week we start talking about LeBron. Then we get off.
Then we got to bring up Kobe.
Now we talking about Kobe.
Why?
Now we talking about Shaq. Now we talking about D Wade. We were talking about the season. Now we talking about
Chris Bosh.
I was talking about the season. My guy Percy down here, he brought up the 2011 Mavericks meltdown, and so we had to address it. How LeBron James
it needs to be addressed.
LeBron James averaged the same thing as Kobe Bryant did. So how does Kobe Bryant didn't melt down, but LeBron James
no
did?
Lockout season.
But
let me tell you, nothing compares to this season. Nothing compares to this season.
Yeah, it does.
You can't play 66 games, take 3 months off, sign other players. Other players say they ain't showing up. You get 2 weeks to play, and then you got to start the playoffs. Come on, man.
Hold on. So if anything,
he's serving up L's today, man.
Don't listen to him.
Injuries.
Co-sign first day.
I know it, man. The lockout season is a lot harder because you have to grind quicker because these players' bodies have already adjusted to already months of playing. You mean to tell me trying to hurry up and play 50 games in 3 months is not hard?
Bro, but they already together continuously the whole time.
The offseason about 3 months.
So what's the difference?
If you make the finals, I believe.
So they literally had an off season in between a season.
So let me get this right.
Everybody needed it.
So when the Spurs won in the '99 the lockout short season, the season ended in June of the previous year. They didn't play till January the next year. How much more of a break do you need?
I'm trying to
tell you. They had a huge break.
Like how much more of a break do you need? That's a 6-month break.
It was a shorter season, but it wasn't no break, bro. Can I just tell you why I was saying?
Please, by all means, sir. The floor is yours.
Different.
The floor is yours.
I was talking to old Go Petey before the show started, and I was telling him, and I was telling you on IG, these teams that aren't as talented as the Lakers or whoever may be the top championship contenders like the Clippers. Mm-hmm. But I was telling him like OKC, it took them the whole season to get their identity. They had young players. They started to learn their role. Chris Paul was now the leader that everybody was listening to. It takes a while to get that chemistry going. It takes a while for these players to understand their role and to buy into their role. Okay. Now, once you get that, you got the momentum, and you cut that off for 3 months, it's hard to get that back. Same with the Rockets.
That's right.
The Rockets went half a season with they big man, and then they traded him, and then it's like, okay, now we got a new identity. Let's figure it out. They figured it out, and now they had their momentum going into the playoffs, and then you cut that for 3 months. It's hard to bounce back when you cut a season. You can't take that momentum into the playoffs, man. That's dangerous for these top tier teams. It's dangerous. And even if they don't win it, like you were saying, OKC probably won't win it. But like I was telling Pete, if OKC plays the Lakers and Adams is going against Anthony Davis and he's bumping him up and they supposed to sweep him, but they take him to 7 or 6 and he's bumping up Anthony Davis the next round when Anthony Davis plays against the Rockets, he may be wild. His legs may be a little heavier. His ribs may hurt because Adams been bumping him up the whole series. That makes a difference when they play against these teams, which can knock them off in the playoffs. But you got 3 months off. You got an Anthony Davis that's healthy versus Adams that's healthy. That's not even close. It's not fair. You feel me? It's not fair to these teams who's less talented, who had their momentum going, who had their roles, their chemistry all together, and now they got to do that all over again when they have inexperienced guys.
So
it's not fair. It's never been a season like it.
To rebuttal
it's going to be entertaining, but it's fluke.
So let me ask you this: Carmelo Anthony, before this, when he signed with the Blazers, did he know what his role was?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so did his role change within that 3-month layoff? Okay,
guy.
but my point is, in that 3-month layoff, did his role change? So when they start back up, is he gonna have a different role? So
no.
The chemistry and the player roles that you was alluding to, that's already set in stone when they come back. Everybody already knows what they're gonna do, what their role is, and who they're supposed to do. So that argument doesn't.
Not if you haven't played together for 3 months.
But hold on, before the season started, you mean to tell me everybody didn't already know their roles? So the season ended,
and they about to go right into the playoffs. So everybody's role is going to change a little bit.
No, the season ended in March, so that means that the
playoffs
going
to get less minutes.
The playoffs was right behind the corner. The playoffs is right around the corner. So you mean to tell me from October to March, you haven't defined what your role is on that team by that time? Yes, you have. So this 3-month layoff,
your role is going to change when the playoffs start, though.
No, your role is not going to change that significant. If you're a 6th man or a 7th man,
a whole different ball game.
If you're a 6th man or a 7th man off the bench, your role is not going to change. It's only going to change if you're the 9th or 10th. Yeah, but who has ever made that much of a difference being the 8th or 9th man off the bench in the playoffs to begin with?
These teams nowadays are deep. These teams now are deep. It ain't like the big three anymore. Like the Lakers and the Clippers are like 10 deep. So from 1 to 10,
Miami Heat are like 11, 12 deep.
Exactly. And everybody's role is going to change.
Everybody knows that.
People going to play more minutes. It's going to be different.
Go ahead, Pete.
I feel with the shortened season and everything, with them coming back after the pandemic, that the roles will not change.
It's not going to change
as much because it's a shortened season. We know the players are not in shape, and for them to roll right into the playoffs, that first round and that second round of the playoffs, I don't think roles will change a lot. I don't think they're. I think that if a team goes
it's not
11,
all about roles though. It's about the whole game.
Yeah, but if a team goes 8 or 9 deep, and the coach is comfortable going 8 or 9 deep, I think in the first round and the second round, the coach should continue to go 8 or 9
8 or
deep.
9 deep. Nothing's
And
gonna
now,
change.
when they get to the conference finals or the finals, maybe he might shorten it to 7. Then, but for these next month and a half, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, these kids are gonna get not these players are gonna get in shape. And until they get in shape, when they get in playing shape, which I think it'll be the conference finals and the finals, then that's when the coaches are shorten they're shorting their bench. Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
And it's harder to do that on a lockout shortened season because
so weird for a season.
Because you're trying to put everybody in 50 or 66 games, define roles, get chemistry. That's so hard to do versus having 3 months off. You can go right back on into it and pick up right where you left off. The only thing is nobody will be in game shape. But the 50, that's the only thing.
You pick up right where you left off. No, you've been off for 3 months.
Underestimating the whole point of having.
Okay, so let me ask y'all this.
No way you think that happens.
So let me ask y'all this: for all the top teams, the Rockets, the Lakers,
that don't even happen after the AllStar break.
The Clippers. Did the playbook change? No. So everybody knows the plays. Everybody knows what's going to happen. So on a lockout shortened season, when you coming into the season, you have new players to integrate, new plays, define roles, that is harder to do than having 3 months off and getting right back on into it. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
No, it really isn't. Tell me when you've heard of a season where players had to get back in shape for a playoffs.
What does that mean?
Back in shape?
No,
that doesn't happen, man.
So
you're telling me like
so that's
players,
the only difference that they out of shape.
Regular season, they go through a whole season, they in game shape. Chemistry's gone. They still have to find their role. They got to find their rhythm. That stuff is different. It's totally different when they have an AllStar break. They off for a week and they come back. It's totally different. They got to get back into a rhythm of being with this team and their roles.
I would
you're
say
talking about 3 months.
I would say that would benefit the teams like the Thunder and the Rockets stuff like that. Because if they come in and they're already in the rhythm, and then you got the big guns, the Clippers, the Bucks. I mean, you got the Lakers, you got the Sixers, you got teams like that that's top tier, and they might not come back in rhythm. And these younger teams come back in rhythm with fresher legs because over this break. Understand their role. They come back in better shape, and then they push the Lakers to 6 or 7 games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because they're popping, they're making shots. They're fresher and all of that thing. And the next thing you know, LeBron them in a game 7 against the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it benefits the Houston Rockets, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Miami Heat, and teams like that.
Straight like that. Talk to him. Pete, serve him up some L's for me.
Hey man, it benefits LeBron James more than anybody.
It benefits
LeBron more than anybody.
Okay, Keezy.
Hold on, so
okay, Keezy, we all in the same boat. Okay, so say if you had been working out for 4 or 5 months and then you take 3 months off, how long will it take you to get back? Rather than Charles,
But I'm saying though, it's going to benefit the older players more.
Hold on.
It's going to benefit the older players more to have 3 months to get rest, to get treatment on their body. They're gonna be better when they come back at first than I think the young dudes will.
So hold on, Pete, before you jump in there. So are we gonna act like Kawhi wasn't on load management? So are we gonna act like Paul George ain't injury prone?
It benefits him.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we gonna stop acting like it only benefited the older players and not some of these young players that are injury prone.
I'm just saying LeBron's the oldest superstar that it is, so it's gonna benefit him because he already knows how to play. It's not gonna bother him any, but it's gonna help him to be able to get rest and stuff like that and catch up on any kind of injuries, anything like that.
Just said.
That was meant for me.
I like that too.
Nah,
who Vail think gonna win then? Vail, tell me who you think gonna win.
Yeah, Vail, post who you think's gonna win since you ain't got the Lakers winning.
He'll probably say
North Carolina. He better not say nobody silly either.
He'll say North Carolina.
He said Bron going fishing early. It don't matter. I mean, I was with you, Vail, with the earlier comments. Like this right here. I don't know what y'all talking about, but everyone needs to have the shirt on. The shirt Keith got on. I was with you, and then after that, man, you lost me.
Yeah,
with all the other stuff. But hold on. Tasha, she said getting in shape can be an issue, but being in the bubble should speed it up. They don't have anything else to do. Boom. So there goes y'all, being in shape thing. theory. But anyways, I don't know what happened to Percy. I guess we served him up, so he popped up off here. But man, I always love having Charles. We're gonna have to get him on here for a full show, maybe.
Absolutely.
When the NBA gets back on here. But let's keep the show rolling. And speaking of the NBA, Pete wanted to bring this conversation up because I think this is his guy right here, which is Luka.
Absolutely
Doncic.
not.
Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce said Luka is the most talented player in the NBA. We all know how Paul Pierce is with his comments. Pete, I'm gonna let you go first on this. So, Pete, is Luka the next face of the NBA?
Absolutely not. I mean, Luka's good. I think that he'll be an all-star talent. I don't see him being a superstar level talent. But Luka is out here dropping triple doubles and everything like that. But I mean, in the primetime games, I don't see him performing. But of course, the NBA, he's in the right market. He's in the right market for the NBA. Of course, Dallas Mavericks are gonna let him do whatever he wants to down there. But I don't see him being the face of the NBA. I don't see him reaching the level of a Greek Freak. I don't see him reaching the level of a KD, of a Steph Curry, or anything like that. And plus, what Paul Pierce says. At one point in time, Paul Pierce said he was the best player in the world. I mean, come on, man. We can't take
Paul Pierce still think he's better than Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, man. Paul Pierce thinks he was the best thing. Paul Pierce said he could take Kobe whenever he wanted to, man. I don't know what this guy was talking about, man. I mean, but he feels he's confident. He's confident in what he's talking about, but don't nobody take Paul Pierce seriously, man.
Hey, Hot Dog, before I let you go in this conversation, Tasha said, Hot Dog, I like the bedroom view. Why did you move?
I do the show in here every week.
And then Lavelle, he commented Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo as being the next face of the league. So you said
Luka don't even have a shoe yet. He don't even have a shoe deal. So how could he be the face of the NBA?
He got a deal. He got a deal. He don't have a signature shoe.
Yeah, he don't have a signature shoe yet, man. I mean, Paul George got a signature shoe. Is Luka better than Paul George?
Ooh, that's a good question.
No. Greek Freak got a signature shoe. Is Luka better than Greek Freak? No. Kyrie Irving got a signature shoe. Is he better than Kyrie Irving? No. And then we're not even going to speak on the King James. Nah. We already know what that is.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes without
saying. So if you look at AD, Kawhi, I think Kawhi Leonard has some and1s or something he might be wearing with Stephon Marbury or something. I mean, we never know with him.
New Balances.
But some New Balances or something. But I mean, like, I think AD, he would be the next one in line. But I until Luka gets a signature shoe deal from a big name company, I don't see it.
Hot Dog, I'm gonna let you go in. I'm gonna let you go next, but get to some of these comments. Mike Riley said Kevin Durant. The only reason I say no to Kevin Durant is because he's too close to LeBron James. Like, they're in the same type of generation. So I think like when LeBron James retires, KD has maybe a 4 or 5 year period at the most of being the face versus Zion, Luka, Ja Morant. They're gonna carry it for the next 10 to 15. So I wouldn't say Kevin Durant only because he's too close to LeBron James.
Ja Morant.
Yeah, Ja Morant.
You think Ja gonna be a face of the NBA?
Man, I'm gonna get to what
I'm not gonna knock Ja, and just to piggyback off of what you said, I think Ja be probably about a 6 or 7 time All-Star. That's the best.
Oh, 6 or 7 Alls?
That's the best.
That's it.
That's the best. Yes.
Wow.
That's the best.
Man works.
Hey, take your ass back here with Charles.
Hey, I'm telling you, at best, man.
Go ahead, Hot Dog, man.
That's what I see.
Is Luka gonna be the next face?
Man,
don't start.
He's better than who?
He already better than Tony Parker.
Man, he ain't got no ships.
Man. He already better than Tony Parker.
Okay, I hear you.
Go ahead, Hot Dog.
I'm a big Luka fan, but I can't see him being the face of the NBA. You got Kawhi, you got Steph, you got a lot of people already putting Zion as that guy. But like I said, I think Luka will be a really great player, all-star every year. But you're already seeing with the Mavericks, I don't think he could carry the Mavericks to a championship. I mean, and he's got Kristaps Porzingis. He's got a solid team around him, but I just don't think he'll ever be a guy. I think he'll be like a Russell Westbrook, put up stats, but never lead his team to much of anywhere, unless he has like a team around him. So no, I don't think he's the next face. I'm a huge fan, of course, but I don't think he's the next face.
So who would you say is the next face of the NBA? And when I say next phase for everybody who's tuning in, I mean for the next 10 plus years, not a year, not 2 years. I'm talking about who's going to be recognizably the most, arguably the most recognizable face of the NBA for the next 10 years. That's what I mean. So who would you say?
I say Kawhi.
Kawhi? I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. Kawhi don't even talk. So how you gonna be the face of the NBA? They can't market that.
He don't have to talk. He does. He's talking on the court, man.
He gets lucky on the court. That's what he gets. But anyway, Keezy, yeah, he gets lucky on the court. Keezy, who would you say, as far as this is concerned? Do you agree that Luka is going to be the next face of the NBA?
No.
Who you
There's
got?
Still, you still got AD. You got Zion. You got a lot of young players that are more marketable than Luka is. So even like you said, Ja Morant, I think he got a better chance of being the face of the NBA than Luka does. Although Luka is putting up big numbers.
Yeah, he's 29.99 right now.
Yeah. So he's putting up big numbers, but I don't. As far as the face of the NBA goes, I don't think it'll ever happen though.
Yeah. I was having this conversation with somebody. Yeah, hold on. Mike Riley says if you put it that way, it's Zion easily.
That's who they want to be the face of the NBA going forward.
He's a dookie, man. I mean, what better else to sell? Man?
So if he's a dookie, that means that his career is gonna flame out in the next 6 to 7 years.
Probably so.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
JJ Redick's still out there living.
He's the best Duke
Kyrie
player
Irving's
ever.
still. Who?
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick.
Hey, no disagreeing here.
And Danny Green's the best North Carolina player ever.
Hey. I like.
I was gonna say Vince Carter, but we can go with Danny Green. That's cool. we can go. Before I get to what I said, so Natasha says I like AD, Zion. Hey, we still don't know about Baby Ball. So Tasha, you think Lonzo Ball can be the face of the NBA? I don't think so.
Not Lonzo. What's his name? LaMelo.
She says
Baby Ball. My bad.
D'Angelo.
Mello.
Frito. Whatever his name.
Frito
LaMelo.
Yeah, that boy. Yeah.
Hey, he's nice
Jello.
though. Hey, he is nice though, fellas. Hey,
we gonna see.
I've already seen it.
He's decent.
I've seen enough.
He's decent at best.
He's Ja Morant times 2.
But see, this is the thing we have,
Right.
and this goes back to the conversation we had a couple weeks ago. He played against teams in Australia. Now, how good was the talent level out there? So him dominating doesn't necessarily mean it's going to translate to the NBA. Not to say he's not going to be cold, but if you can average,
he didn't really dominate though.
But that's what I'm saying. So what did he actually do to show you? Okay, this kid gonna take over. Let's see. It says Mike Riley says Zion is already on the cover of 2K. He's only played like 20 games. So
that's fact.
I would say Zion, they're grooming him to be the next face of the NBA. He already has the charisma and everything for it. Luka, I don't think, like y'all said, to be the face of the NBA, you have to be marketable for one. You have to be something that people would want to watch, good or bad. And I think with Zion, it's going to come to a point with him where he's going to become a villain at some point in time in his career. I don't know when it's going to be, but every face of the NBA outside of Michael James or Michael Jordan, whatever his name is, outside of him,
Jeffrey.
Outside of him, every NBA player that has been the face of the NBA has been a villain at some point in time. So, me personally, I think Zion's going to be the next face of the NBA. Luka don't stand a chance. I don't know what Paul Pierce was talking about. Paul Pierce is on that Miles and Yak, just like Uncle Shay. But continuing on, everybody on this show, we like to have fun. Of course, everybody knows that. Everybody on here is a gamer, used to be a gamer, was a gamer at some point in time. I used to give PD that work all the time in college football.
We know that's a lie.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Let Moody chime in on that
one. He's busy right now. He's at work right now. So hold on. Before we get to this, Tasha, I think the difference with AD and the NBA was mad about him going to join LeBron James and how he did it. That's the only reason why they're trying to skip over to Zion. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Mm-hmm. And that goes back to the whole villain thing that I was talking about. At some point in time, the face of the NBA is going to be a villain. But anyways, Madden 2021 is about to be released next month. Whatever, dog. Madden 2021 will be released next month. And like I said, I know some gamers who are watching right now, so I'm pretty sure they want to chime in on this conversation. Mm-hmm. They just released the rankings. Now, before I let y'all know who I think they got wrong, Keezy, you still play Madden?
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably trash. So Keezy, who do you think that they got right, and who did they get wrong with the Madden rankings?
The one that was the worst for me was Deshaun Watson.
Why is that?
Because I feel like if you're gonna rate Lamar Jackson with like a 94, 95 or something like that, you gotta bring Deshaun Watson up a little bit higher than that. He can't be almost 10 points behind him.
Mm-hmm.
They're the same player. Lamar just a little bit faster than he is.
Deshaun didn't he didn't even crack 90, did he?
Who, Deshaun? No.
84,
yeah, that's what I thought.
Like that.
Deshaun was 86. Deshaun was 86.
Yeah, he didn't even crack 90, man. That's
Yeah,
crazy to me.
Oh, Q Walker, that's a terrible shirt you got on. First of all, Q, man, business. First of all, man,
cuz shamming in.
You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful shirt. This is a dope shirt. Mike William Sweat said they got Michael Thomas wrong. What do you? Hold on, I'm gonna let you chime in on that because it seems like you got me personally. The one that I say they got absolutely wrong is Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper was rated 93.
Oh, yeah.
He is rated higher than Chris Godwin, and Chris Godwin is the number 2 option for the Bucks and has better numbers than Amari Cooper. But yet somehow Amari Cooper is rated higher than Chris Godwin. That right there.
Amari Cooper. Whoa.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper is on a run first team
And
still put up nice numbers. Chris Godwin, they don't even run the ball in Tampa Bay. All they do is pass the ball. And also, they were down 3-4 touchdowns every game. So, of course, they go pass the ball all the time. So, they got it right. Amari Cooper just fine where he at.
So, you talking about the same – hold on. You talking about the same Amari Cooper when Stephon Gilmore locked him up. He asked to come out the game. That same Amari Cooper?
Just take me out, Coach. I don't even want to play no more. Take me out.
He asked to come out, but it was the wrong game.
Oh, what game was it?
That game.
What game was it?
The Eagles game he got hurt.
Oh, he was hurt. Oh,
no, he got hurt.
Oh,
he got hurt.
Yeah, it was he got hurt. Okay,
that's what they said on the Cowboy chat lines. That's what
he came out the game because he's hurt. No,
right.
Amari Cooper, and also I'm probably gonna chip y'all out with this one, but Rob Gronkowski was rated 95 as a tight end.
Come on,
they tripping.
That's way too high. He ain't played in over 2 years. He come back and he's rated 95.
We don't even know if he can still run, catch, or nothing anymore. And they got him.
He'll be hurt by week 3.
Come on, man.
Yeah, so those are the 2 ones I had a problem with was the Rob Gronkowski and the Amari Cooper because Rob Gronkowski, 95 coming back, we don't know what he can do, what shape he's in, if he's whatever, man. That was too high, man. And also Jamal Adams was too low. He should be 98 and on Tampa Bay. Hot dog.
We appreciate the love, baby. We appreciate the love.
All right, the first one I saw was TJ Watt. He was at like 85, 86.
Mm-hmm.
I think he should be up in the 90s. I'm not like 93, 94. And J.J. Watt was way too high.
Come on. That's what he didn't even play last year.
J.J. Watt was way too high. He was 98.
Come on. I think
they
messed
like
up
J.J. Watt because of what he does in the community. Other than that,
he's getting community.
He was out last year. He's always hurt. TJ is now better than JJ.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would.
Yeah,
I would. I would.
TJ good.
Hold on. I would say
Also,
TJ's better
another
only
player.
because he's more durable than JJ. But go ahead.
Also, another player, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
He revitalized that Pittsburgh defense last year, and he was rated way too low, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, if they rated Jamal Adams at a 92, man, I mean, how high can you put Fitzpatrick?
Fitzpatrick, not far behind Jamal. He's behind, but he's not far behind.
Yeah, but I mean,
Mink had a nice year last year.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
One more thing before I let you go, Keezy. Aaron Rodgers was rated 89. Like
Who?
Aaron Rodgers. I don't like Buddy, but like it is super disrespectful.
I think he should be like a 95, 96.
I think because his numbers weren't as great last year, people think
they were a run first team last year.
That's what I was going to say. It was a whole new offense, the whole new scheme, so they didn't require him to throw the ball all around the yard like previously with Mike McCarthy's offense. So.
And he didn't have anybody to throw the ball to again.
Right.
You sound like you're a Packers fan or something.
No, not anymore. I'm out.
He a Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I'm Dolphins now. Tua.
Okay, but so Keezy, I'm gonna let you go. Hold on, Lamont He said, "What up to my guys? What's up, Coach Campbell? How you doing,
What up,
man?"
Mike, baby?
And so William Sweat, he should have been in the 90s and Rogers too. Man, I agree. Keezy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go, but I do have a follow-up question for everybody that Pete brought up. But go ahead, go Keezy.
Where am I going?
Oh, the Madden rankings.
Oh yeah, like I said, Deshaun Watson, he was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, J.J. Watt, that's true. Amari Cooper, that's correct. There was one more that I wanted to talk about that I was looking at earlier.
It was Ezekiel Elliott.
And a lot of people gonna get mad. I think they should have Nick Chubb rated ahead of Zeke.
You know what? I said the same thing. Nick Chubb is a better running back than Ezekiel Elliott.
Ooh wee,
man!
Yes, he is. Nick Chubb is
no way.
If Keezy
Nick
back
Chubb
me,
is a monster.
Keezy back me up on
Nick
this.
Chubb is a monster.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Keezy, back me up. If you put Nick Chubb on that Dallas Cowboys team, Nick Chubb is getting 1,500 yards. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Nick Chubb is getting 1,500 yards.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Let's back up a little bit.
Go ahead.
Nick Chubb is ahead of Zeke.
No, it's not.
Zeke was 93. Zeke was 92. Chubb was at 93.
I'm looking.
But I think you're thinking of Saquon, who was at 91. Now I think Saquon should have been ahead of Zeke. I agree with that. Nick Chubb's only had one good year.
I think both of them should be ahead of Zeke.
No, you can't judge somebody on one great year.
You gotta understand. Chubb busted probably 4 or 5 80 plus yard runs last year, man.
Zeke's not going to do that.
So Zeke and Chubb was rated the same thing. They both was rated 92.
92. Okay.
I thought Chubb was a 93.
And then Saquon was a 91.
Saquon's 91.
And then what was McCaffrey?
99.
Yeah.
Stop it.
McCaffrey's 99. He don't count.
Stop it.
He's not 99?
No.
McCaffrey's not the best running back in the league?
Best run? No, he's not. Derrick Henry's the best running back in the league.
This guy.
I agree.
Hands down.
No.
Derrick Henry's the best running back in the league.
No.
Hey, man, McCaffrey.
No.
Okay, listen. I understand McCaffrey plays running back and everything. McCaffrey very rarely runs in between the tackles, guys.
Never.
He runs outside. He runs stretches. He catches a lot of screen passes, which puts him out there. And that's why Austin Eckler is so good, because Austin Eckler never runs between the tackles. He catches screen passes where it's only 4 or 5 defenders out there. He makes 2 guys miss, and he gets 15, 20 yards. And that's the same thing Christian McCaffrey does. Derrick Henry takes the ball 7 yards back in the backfield, and he's going to get you 40.
Is that Christian McCaffrey's fault?
Thank you, Keezy.
Hey,
that's not his fault.
He's not. I mean, he's considered a running back, but he's not really a running back in my book.
Who, Christian McCaffrey?
Zeke, Saquon, Cook, guys like that bang inside the box, man. Those is running backs, man.
So
you can line McCaffrey up anywhere. You can line him up anywhere, and he gonna do anything. Zeke and all these other dudes, you got one. Yeah. He's the only other guy that you can compare him to. Okay, otherwise, everybody else is just lining up and you're just gonna hand the ball to them. They're not gonna catch no passes out of the backfield, none of that.
Right. So my question to you all is, y'all take McCaffrey over Alvin Kamara all day?
Yes.
No question.
You said Christian McCaffrey over
Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, that's tough.
If you take Alvin Kamara away from Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, everybody, all the weapons that they have over there with the Saints, and put Alvin Kamara. I know it's thinking, but you put him on Carolina. Do you take Alvin Kamara out Christian McCaffrey?
I'm taking McCaffrey.
I'm taking McCaffrey.
I'm taking McCaffrey.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. Hey, this is for fantasy football purposes right there. I was just trying to see where y'all was at.
I quit helping him. All right, no more questions. No more questions.
Tasha said, "Who's in your situation? Who's the QB
for Carolina?"
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, give Teddy B. Let Teddy B be there.
Oh no, I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. But
taking McCaffrey?
Yeah. Speaking of that, if you had to start a team right now between these two quarterbacks, who are you taking, Keezy? Between Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson? You had to start a team right now. Who you picking between those two?
In this day and age,
everybody gonna think I'm crazy, but I think I'd take Deshaun Watson.
I would too, and I'm a Louisville guy.
I'm taking Lucky. I'm taking Lamar Jackson, man. Hey, Lamar Jackson's truth. He's truth, guys.
Wow.
He's truth.
And the reason why
Deshaun Watson is good. He is good, but Lamar Jackson's truth.
Wow. So hold on, Keys, you said Deshaun. Hot Dog, you said Deshaun. Pete, I'm with you. I'm going with Lucky. But that's tough though. If you had to start between Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson, who are you picking? That's.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Can
I say my piece, or can I just say why I think I'm taking Deshaun? Because everybody here knows I'm a diehard Louisville fan. I love Lamar. I've watched the guy play in person. I don't think we have seen what Deshaun can really do with Bill O'Brien as his coach. I think the sky is the limit for Deshaun Watson. I really do. I think if he was on a better team, I know the rumor was maybe going to New England maybe next year or the year after that. I'm telling you, man, I think the sky is the limit for Deshaun Watson. I think what you see with Lamar is the best you're going to get. I don't think we've seen the best of Deshaun Watson yet. That's just my piece, man. I'm with Kesey on this one.
That's my thing. Like the Texans' offensive line is horrible. They never have a running game.
They just got rid of their best receiver ever.
Every year he's been there. His best, not his best receiver, but his second and third receivers, they've all gotten hurt. So it's just been him and Hopkins out there. That's it.
And he don't have
somehow gotten by.
Will Fuller's always hurt. Will Fuller be hurt after week 5. They brought in who? They brought in who? Cooks.
Yeah.
Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills got butterfingered. So.
Right. I feel like Natasha will be all right with me on the show today. She usually eat my ass up, but I think today we might be all right. I feel like we'd be cool today.
Shout out to Natasha. She had 2 root canals. Otherwise, she would be on the show today. So shout out to her. One quick question before we move on to the next topic. With this whole bubble thing that they got going to NBA, do y'all think the next super team will be created from this bubble atmosphere? Because you got to remember the super teams got created on the Olympic teams with Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and what's that boy's name? LeBron James. And then with the Warriors,
what's that boy's name?
With the Warriors, you had Draymond, KD, and Steph on that team. So do y'all think the next super team will get created from this bubble atmosphere? Keezy, go ahead and go.
I don't know, man. I think this super team stuff might be getting a little played out. It might be getting a little played out. I mean, I know it's a couple players want to play together, but I don't think we're gonna see where it's 3-4 guys that are trying to play together. It might be a couple, but I don't think we're gonna see 3 or 4 dudes try to team up and play together. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Tasha says, "I love you, hot dog."
I love you too, Tasha.
What about you, P? You think the next super team is gonna come from this whole back? Because everybody's right there, and they ain't got no choice but to be around each other all day, every day.
I mean, it's gonna be conversations that's had, but I don't think the NBA will allow it anymore. I don't think the NBA is gonna allow players to team up 3 or 4 deep on teams. Superstar caliber players to be on each other's team. I think 2 is about the limit. So, you might see a couple other people team up, but I don't see any more super teams being formed. I don't think the NBA is going to allow it.
What about you, hot dog?
I mean, what else they got to do besides talk to each other? So I'm sure there's going to be conversations be had, but I'm with Petey. I think after the Warriors, the big 3, big 4, whatever it was,
right.
Well, big 3. Draymond's trash. But anyway, I digress. But I think after that, I think they want a more competitive league.
Yeah.
So, by the way, I just got a notification. The NFLPA, no preseason for the NFL. Straight to regular season.
Great. That's tough.
That's great.
That's great, but that's tough though.
That's tough for players to get that cohesion.
You gotta get used to getting hit again and all. That
means my Jets can win, baby.
Win
no,
what?
no.
We back.
They're gonna win the Jet Bowl.
Hold on, time out. Let me get a timeout, coach. You said we back. What the hell y'all back to?
Hey man,
back to winning,
man. Back to winning, man.
Back to
there ain't a good team in New York. The whole state of New York, all 3 teams trash.
Basketball and football.
What about baseball though? Don't think about them Yankees, man.
So y'all got one.
That's the only bright spot in New York.
It's gonna be the Yankees and the Jets. Yeah.
You heard that silence? Did you hear that silence?
Yankees and the Jets in New York, man. I'm telling you, man.
So New York got 6 teams, but only one of them is good. Okay, Pete.
Man.
Okay.
Literally, they have so many.
But only
teams.
one of them's good.
They got 6
Don't
teams.
forget about hockey. They got like 3 hockey teams.
So that's 9 out of 9 teams. Only one of them
Golly.
good. But me personally, I don't think a super team will come from this. I agree with you guys. It was just something that crossed my mind. I think the players. I think Hot Dog hit it on the head. I think he said. I think with the 3 and 4 with the Warriors, it kind of took the fun away from everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
It was like players included because it was a foregone conclusion that the Warriors was going to win. So I think it just took the fun out of it. I don't even think the Warriors had fun winning like that, for real, to be honest with you.
Yeah, how can you celebrate that, man?
That's why I don't really count KD's championships, but I mean, you got people like Keezy and Hot Dog.
Oh, I'm sure they slept well at night with them rings. I'm sure they could care less what you think, Peter.
They definitely celebrated their championships, didn't they?
Oh, they definitely celebrated. They had no shame about it either.
Right.
Best believe.
But see, that's why KD went to Brooklyn, because he wasn't happy winning like that.
Nah, he was mad because Draymond got his ass.
Other reasons.
Nah, he was unhappy, and he was scared. He was unhappy, and he was scared of Draymond.
He said his mama's a bitch.
He was definitely scared of Draymond.
Yeah, I don't know. But
don't talk about KD's mama, man.
Yeah, look at his face. So, anyways, last topic of the day to wrap things up. Keezy's guy, AB Antonio Brown. Yeah, your guy. This is your guy, Antonio Brown. Recently,
they look alike. They kind of look alike.
Y'all do kind of look alike. He tweeted out over the last couple of days that he was retiring yet again. So, Keezy, is your twin done for real this time?
Hey, I just thought of this. Y'all do look dead on each other.
They do, don't they?
Oh my!
I think the only reason he's done is because nobody called him yet.
Yeah, it ain't because of what he said. Nobody wants him.
He'd still be playing.
So basically,
he can't rap. He can't rap. He tried to rap. He can't rap.
He can't rap. No.
He can't be a school teacher because his grammar is terrible. I mean, football is all he can do.
No way.
So you think AB is done for good?
AB does is hot L's. That's all he can do is take an L. Other than that.
Hot Dog, what about you?
I forgot Antonio Brown was a thing. I really had forgotten all about the guy. But, I mean, what was the question?
Is AB done for good this time?
Yeah, because nobody wants him. Not because of him. He's not going out on his own free will. He's going out because everyone else doesn't want him anymore.
Yeah.
Same thing. I think everybody around said the same thing.
I've had enough.
It's easy to say I'm retired when don't nobody want you to play for him anyway. So it's
trying. Yeah. Go ahead. Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and retire.
I'm gonna go ahead and retire. Nah, bro. We just don't want you. That's all it is. But anyways, everybody tuning in.
AB's a head case, man.
Man, you know what? AB,
it's something. It's a disconnect there somewhere.
That's what I was getting ready to say. All jokes aside, it's something that AB is not happy with internally. That I hope he's getting whatever help and whatever therapy or whatever it is he got to get, because something is seriously wrong with dude. A lot of people was taking it as a joke at first, but then as you can see his actions. Matter of fact, it was almost around this time last season when all his antics were starting to happen with the Raiders and whatnot.
Yep.
But yeah, look, dude, he's really not right. I personally don't think he's even going to be reinstated in NFL to even begin with, let alone play again. I think Roger Goodell is holding off, as long and as much as he can. So I think the earliest AB could even play anyways would be maybe 2022, because he's not playing this season. Like you can go ahead and watch that. And then whenever he does get reinstated, he's going to have serve a suspension. So that's 2021 right there.
Yep.
2022 is the earliest he can come back and do anything. That's what, 2-3 years off. That's
2 years off.
Yeah, it's 2.5 years off. Ain't nobody gonna want to deal with that unless you Rob Gronkowski. He's the only one who can do that. But anyways, it's neither here nor there.
Come back with a 95 rating. That is beyond me. Do you hear me? Hey Q. I don't get it, man.
I don't either, man.
But just to touch on that real quick, about the 99 rating, Michael Thomas was a question mark for me. I think if he was a 99, DeAndre Hopkins should have very well been a 99 as well. And I think I'm taking D-Hop.
What was Hopkins, 98?
Yes. He was
98, yeah.
He was a 98. But I think Justin Tucker needs to be a 99 because this man is automatic.
The kicker?
Yes.
Can't give a kicker 99, man.
Why can't you? You give quarterbacks 99. You give offensive tackles 99. You give defensive linemen 99.
What offensive tackle is 99?
Kickers do one thing, Petey. They need two stats.
Zach Martin,
power,
by the way.
kick accuracy. They don't need nothing else.
Nothing else.
Hey, man. Tucker needs to be a 99, man.
They don't need no speed, no agility, none of that.
They got zeros on everything.
Just stand there and kick.
Tucker needs to be a 99, man. You should be able to put him at outside linebacker for the Ravens, man. He should be able to play everywhere. Nah, but he really does need to be a 99, though. They need to show love to the kickers, man.
They don't love for the kickers.
Show love to the kickers, too.
Everybody's favorite part of the show when we played the card game. You know what I'm saying? For the people who might be tuning in for the first time, I have these deck of cards 1 through 32. They pick a number. I'll pull the card out, ask them a question, and they have to answer it truthfully. Keezy, I'm gonna let you go ahead and go first today. Pick a number, my guy.
I'm gonna go with lucky number 13.
Since when did 13 become?
My favorite number.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is that two is number 2?
It is.
No.
So this one right here, you can't see it probably. Oh, okay, there it is. It focused. What's one bad habit you're trying to get rid of?
Man, I really don't have any bad habits, but I'm just trying to. My one bad thing is I every day I try to tell people that LeBron is not the GOAT. I'm trying to stop doing that because he's not even in the conversation anyway. So I don't know why. So that's the one thing I'm trying to stop doing is even bringing his name up on anything. That's it.
I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you be great today.
That was great.
I'm gonna let you be great. Hot dog, what you got?
Give me 21.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21. All right, what we got? Oh man, I don't know if you've had this question before. A couple other people have. I'm really interested to see what you would say. I'm pretty sure y'all can't. If you could ask one person one question and they had to answer truthfully, who and what would you ask? Keezy's had this before. You haven't, but go ahead.
That's easy. Dak, why do you think you're worth so much money, man? Easily. Dak, why do you think you're worth more than $30 million a year?
What you think his response would be?
I'm the Cowboys quarterback. All the focus is on me. I need to be compensated.
Is that his voice? Is that his voice?
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, and don't forget that Campbell's Chucky chicken noodle soup.
Hey, and that yogurt and Pepsi. He got all the endorsements.
He got all the endorsements, man. He's like everybody else is paying me. Why not the Cowboys?
Man, Jerry Jones ain't trying to hear that. Petey, what you got?
7, man. Give me 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You switching it up. You pull it out.
I ain't been okay. Next time I'm gonna hold it up.
Nah, you good.
So I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm gonna which living person do you most despise?
Oh, I had this one before. We gotta do 8. Give me 8.
Okay, look, I'm gonna hold it up. 1, 2, 3.
We talked about 45 on that one.
8. Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've had no, you didn't have this one. I think Charles had this one. What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Oh no, I already said I would rob banks from here.
Yeah, you did.
So let's go. Yeah, give me 9.
Give you 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Petey, what are you currently curious about?
Currently curious about. Why the Jets have not paid Jamal Adams and you have Miles Garrett out here who was suspended last year, came back and got big bag. You have all of these guys that's you got Eddie Jackson in Chicago who was drafted in the 8th round. Whatever round he was drafted in the 6th round of the same draft as my little brother.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hey,
no, Eddie was drafted in the 3rd round and he had a broken leg.
It don't matter. He didn't go number 6, and he's getting big bag. I got all of these guys that's getting this big bag. I'm not even gonna speak on Patrick Mahomes, but I just want to know why the Jets have not paid Jamal Adams.
That's because it's the Jets. It's the Jets. What do you?
And that's what I'm curious about. Man. That's what I'm curious. I'm curious. I wish they would just come out and tell us. Like, is it because they are the Jets? Just be like, we're the Jets. We mess up all the time. This is just what we do. This is just how we handle things. Or is it something that they want from Jamal, or is it something that they need a certain amount of wins before they do it? I'm just curious about that. That's what I'm curious about.
So, Keezy, give me a number.
I'm gonna go with number 1.
So first one off top.
That's easy.
Okay. I'll put it up here. Y'all probably can't see it. Let it focus in. But my question is, who would you most like to sit next to on a 10-hour flight and why? Shoot. Man, I wish that question was a little bit more specific, like past, present, future, like
anybody, man. Pick one. You can go past, present.
I sit next to Barack.
That's one.
I got a whole lot of questions to ask him. We need a reparations. We need a whole lot of stuff that you didn't do while you was in there, dog. I need to know. I need some answers.
Dang,
you could have signed executive orders and everything. I need some answers. I need reparations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to come up. I'm trying to get a bag like Jamal Adams.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
you went with Barack, and that's a great choice. But see, my mind keeps going to athletes. Like
I'm P. Diddy. I want to be next to P. Diddy. That's who I want. I want to pick P. Diddy's man.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Let me sit next to Jigga for 10 hours.
That's it.
Who?
Jay-Z.
Hove.
And Jay-Z and why, it says, who would you like to sit next to on a 10-hour flight and why? I would like to sit next to Jay-Z for a 10-hour flight. And the reason why is he can give me the blueprint to how to get more money.
Hey, he did it on the song. The blueprint.
That's what I need him to show me the investments. I know I need him to show me everything.
I need a notebook. I need to start writing stuff down.
I don't want it in the song. I don't want blueprint value 1, value 2. No. I want the actual blueprint from your mouth. All right, I made this move.
The first
I did this
thing
move.
He's going to say is you got to be a well-renowned rapper.
Nah. You ain't got to do that.
We talk about more than the game.
Nah, you
more than the rap game.
Natasha, that's a good one. Warren Buffett, that's a good one as well. Somebody to sit next to on a 10-hour flight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be a good one. But yeah, I think it would be Jay-Z just to pick his brain about everything and how to get to where he got to. Well, anyways, we're going to wrap the show up, fellas. I appreciate y'all for sticking through. Charles,
love it, man.
If you can hear in the background, I'm pretty sure he's still walking around mad about the conversation we had earlier.
It happens.
He said he want a whole show. So he gonna let us know.
Tell him when the NBA starts back up, tell him he's more than welcome to come.
I don't think y'all want none of me and Charles on the whole show together.
I want it. I want it. Make sure you tell him this too. Man. He's been on the show before. Hot Dog, I don't know if he was there that day.
I think he was. He was
which there?
He came to the studio.
Yeah, he came to the studio.
The guy that was just on?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen him before.
Yeah, he's actually in the show intro. He's in one of the pictures.
Okay,
but anyways, everybody who's listening, tuning in, make sure you go follow the pages of Beyond the Game on Instagram at Beyond the Game KY. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter at KY Beyond the Game as well. You can also find all of our previous episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Store, SoundCloud, wherever you can hear anything and everything. That's where you can check us out at. Make sure you like, comment, and share this for everybody who is watching the live stream. We appreciate you. We're getting ready to get on up out of here. We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. We out of here.
Yeah.